Ride-hailing platform Blusmart Mobility has bagged $42 million in its latest funding round.
Blusmart is eyeing a fundraise of $50 million.
Blusmart is India's largest electric vehicle ride-hailing service.
Blusmart Mobility, which is a leading EV ride-hailing and charging provider platform.
Picture this, just a few years back, if you needed a ride, you had to open your app and choose between the familiar giants, Ola or Uber. But fast forward to today, there's a new player in town, quietly revolutionizing the ride-hailing scene with a fleet that hums instead of roars. The Blusmart, the all-electric underdog, is not just competing, it's actually challenging the status. In today's video, we're going to deep dive into the understanding of the Blusmart and also unravel how Blusmart innovative approach is stealing the spotlight. And more interestingly, why and what Uber might be cooking up. In just 5 short years, the Blusmart has become a force to be reckoned with India's ride-hailing market. Founded in 2019 by Anmol Singh Jaggi, Puneet K. Goyal and Puneet Singh Jaggi, this Gurugram-based startup has quickly carved out of a niche and itself with its all-unique electric fleet and customer-centric approach. But before we delve into the Blusmart success, let's first understand how the ride-hailing startup operates and generate revenue. The ride-hailing startups typically function as a digital platform connecting riders with the drivers. The process is very straightforward. The riders request a ride through a mobile app. Nearby drivers are notified of the service request, a driver accepts and reaches the pickup location, and finally the ride is completed with the payment process through the app. The primary revenue source for the most ride-hailing companies is a commission on each completed ride. For instance, if you talk about Uber, it typically charges 25% of the commission on each ride, while Ola follows a similar model with the commission ranging from 15 to 30%. Blusmart, being a full-stack operator, retains a larger portion of the fare. But these commissions aren't the only way these companies make money. Additional revenue streams include surge pricing during the high-demand period, cancellation fees charged to the riders for the last-minute cancellation, premium services like UberX, and the subscription plans, as also the Blusmart, for example, introduced the Blue Elite, offering additional benefits for a monthly fee. Now let's talk about what actually sets Blusmart apart. The company's success stems from its innovative business model that addresses key pain points in the traditional ride-hailing experience. Unlike Uber and Ola, Blusmart drivers don't have a cancel button in their app. This simple yet effective change has dramatically improved reliability for the customers. The company has also committed to the more transparent pricing structure, but we're gonna get back to you on. But perhaps the most significant differentiator is Blusmart or electric fleet. By operating a fleet of electric vehicles, Blusmart is not just only reduces carbon emission but also benefit from the lower operating cost. This eco-friendly approach not only appeals to the environmentally conscious consumer but also aligned with the government initiative promotes electric mobility. Blusmart approach has resonated with the customers, leading to impressive growth. As of 2025, the company had completed over 3 million rides in Delhi NCR alone. They have also expanded operations in Bangalore and plan to enter into the Bombay market and other major Indian cities. The company aims to have 20,000 cars on the road by March 2025. However, the Blusmart business model comes with its own set of challenges, particularly in terms of acquisition and operational cost. Unlike Uber and Ola, which operates on an asset-light model where driver owns their vehicle, Blusmart employs a full-stack model, owning its own fleet of electric vehicles. This approach results in higher upfront cost for the vehicle acquisition. As of 2025, the Blusmart had invested around $400 million in equity, debt, and EV asset financing. Operational costs include driver salaries, vehicle maintenance, and charging infrastructure. On the other hand, if you talk about Uber and Ola, it benefits from the lower upfront cost but face challenges in maintaining the service quality and a driver retention. The revenue is highly dependent on the ride volume and effective surge pricing strategies. In contrast, the Blusmart average gross fare is around 468 rupees per ride in financial 24. Expected to increase by 20% to 561 rupees in financial 25, the company aimed to reduce the cost through the vertical integration, including owning and charging infrastructure. Blusmart's unique extend beyond its electric fleet. The company is investing heavily in its own charging network with a plan to expand from 35 to 95 to 100 stations. They have also introduced the Blusmart Assure program, which allows investors to purchase and lease the EVs to the company, providing an alternative funding method. Now let's take a closer look at Blusmart pricing strategy and how it differs from its competitor.
We are almost priced as where competition is, except for the fact that we don't do surge pricing. A lot of consumers feel very unfair about surge pricing.
Yes,
we do
I
not
do too.
So we do not do surge price. In our head also, we believe that it's an unfair way of kind of being opportunistic.
Yeah.
If there is rain on the road, why do the prices need to go three times?
Blusmart has introduced a fixed pricing structure with a two-tier, rush hours and relaxed hours. This approach aims to provide more transparency and predictability compared to the dynamic surge pricing used by Uber and Ola. While Blusmart now charges a little higher fare during the designated rush hours, they argue with it differ from traditional surge pricing in several ways. The rush hour periods are fixed and predictable. Example, if you talk about 8:30 am to 10:30 am and 5:30 pm to 8 pm for the city rides, the price increase during the rush hours is more modest, typically around 15% higher than the relaxed hours. Blusmart also claims that their approach is true and transparent reflection of efforts by the driver partner during the rush hours, rather than arbitrary surge pricing which is going in Uber and Ola. I hope you were able to understand it, but I'm sure you're going to be understanding with a perfect example. So let me break down the pricing structure for you to compare, to have a better comparison. For distance up to 3 kilometers, let's suppose there's a 199 during the rush hours. The same goes with 149 during the relaxed hours. For 12 to 15 kilometers, it's 329 during the rush hours, 259 rupees during the relaxed hours. Now, eventually, if you compare with Uber and Ola, Uber average fare for a similar distance in Delhi NCR is going to be around 200 to 250 rupees in a rush hours, and Ola fares typically range from 180 to 230 rupees for a comparable distance. So, however, it's important to note that the Blusmart fares remain consistent, while the Uber and Ola implement a dynamic surge pricing that can significantly increase the cost during the peak hours. A lot of time, people complain on internet that on Android and on iOS, Apple, the prices are legitimately different, and that's something which I also face. I own an Apple phone, and the pricing in Apple, it's entirely different as compared to the Android. Let's talk about the Blusmart more. The Blusmart full stack model results in different cost structure compared to traditional ride-hailing services. The company owns its fleet with an average cost of 13 to 14 lakhs per vehicle. We are taking example of Tata Tigor EV. They pay a fixed monthly wages to the driver.
मेरे को 17,000 पगार थी, लेकिन मेरे को जब इनका मैसेज मिला कि खुद की गाड़ी का मालिक बनिए, आप इतना कमा सकते हैं, तो मैं लालच के मारे वहाँ की नौकरी भी चली गई और मैं इधर आ गया.
Ranging from 18,000 to 24,000 regardless of ride volume. This is in a contrast to the commission-based model which is used by the Uber and Ola. The company has also made a significant investment in building and maintaining a charging station. While maintenance costs are lower compared to ICE vehicles, they still represent a considerable expense. In contrast, Uber and Ola's asset-light model shifts many of these costs to drivers, but results in a less control over the quality and availability. So let's look at some key financial metrics for the Blusmart. Average gross fare per ride in financial 24 is 468 rupees as we quoted. Projected increase in average fare of financial 25 is 20%, which is 561. The data is little old, but reported loss per trip was approximately 260 rupees. The annual revenue run rate crossed in financial 24 was 500 crores, up from 400 crores in September 2023. The Blusmart expansion strategy is ambitious and multifaceted. The company currently operates a fleet of approximately 7,600 EVs and aim to expand this to 13,000 EVs by March 2025, with a long-term goal of 25,000 EVs by 2027. In terms of the market penetration, Blusmart currently operates in Delhi NCR and Bangalore with a plan to launch in Bombay in January 2025, and they are also planning to expand in other major cities in the future. Interestingly, the Blusmart has also set its sights on the international expansion. The company launched operations in Dubai, UAE in June 2024 and started with a fleet of 100 Audi EVs and aiming to expand to 300 EVs including Teslas by January 2025. Blusmart is also focusing on expanding its charging infrastructure. The company currently operates over 4,000 EV chargers in 34 hubs and plans to expand its network in NCR and Bangalore. They also aim to commercialize their charging infrastructure for other EV owner and fleet operator. In terms of service diversification, the Blusmart is focusing on airport rides and advanced booking while expanding into the on-demand ride hailing to compete directly with Uber and Ola. They're also exploring the premium services in international markets such as luxury EVs in Dubai. To fund its ambitious expansion, Blusmart has raised over $200 million in equity and debt financing till date. They are currently in the process of raising additional $25 million as a part of 3 years, which is $300 million plan. While Blusmart's innovative approach has gained traction, it faces significant challenges. The high upfront cost and a need of continuous capital investment are the substantial hurdles. The company is also currently limited to the major urban centers, operating only in Delhi NCR and Bangalore. Moreover, the potential competitor looms as Uber and Ola are also moving towards electric vehicles. Now, a very interesting part. Speaking about the Uber, the ride-hailing giant isn't just about to give up its market share without a fight. However, it faces several challenges in countering the Blusmart approach.
From day one of the history of Blusmart, we have been a 4.9 star rated app. I'd never want to see the 4.8 number. A lot of people say it is because our scale is small today, and when the scale increases, maybe we will not be able to maintain it. But that's like a personal challenge for me to keep maintaining the 4.9 star app rating.
Uber asset-light model, which relies on driver-owned vehicles, makes it difficult to ensure the consistent quality and a transition to all electric vehicle quickly. The company also faced ongoing issues with the driver retention and satisfaction, which can impact the service quality and the reliability.
आज जो यहाँ आप देख रहे हैं, इतने चालक भाई यहाँ खड़े हैं, सुबह से आपने देखा भी होगा काफी पैसेंजरों को परेशानी हो रही है. ऑटो टैक्सी अंदर नहीं जा रही है और पैसेंजर बाहर आ रहे हैं, यहाँ भी उनको टैक्सियां नहीं मिल रही है. इसका मुख्य कारण ये है, जो एग्रीगेटर कंपनियां हैं, पहली बात ये इलीगल चल रही हैं. जो भी हमारे ड्राइवर भाई है उनको भरपूर किराया नहीं मिल रहा. दूसरा, इन कंपनियों के माध्यम से प्राइवेट व्हीकल, चाहे वो मोटर बाइक हो, स्कूटी हो, प्राइवेट कार हो, इन्होंने अपने ऐप पे सबको जोड़ लिया है.
Uber search pricing model, while profitable, has been a source of customer frustration that Blusmart has capitalized on. Additionally, as an environmental concern grows, Uber may struggle to shake off this association with the traditional and polluting vehicles. But importantly, Uber has several potential strategies to counter the Blusmart threat. The company has already taken steps towards EV adoption by partnering with Tata Motors to add 25,000 electric vehicles to its fleet. To compete with Blusmart, Uber should expand this partnership to rapidly increase in its EV fleet size, offer incentives to drivers who would switch to electric vehicles, and develop its own charging infra to support EV drivers. To address the cancellation and quality issues, Uber could implement the strict penalties for the drivers who frequently cancel the rides. And they can also introduce a guaranteed ride feature for the premium user, similar to the Blusmart no cancellation policy. Whether surge pricing is a key part of the Uber business model, the company could introduce no surge option for the users willing to wait longer for a ride, cap surge pricing at a lower multiple to reduce the customer frustration, and offer the subscription plan with a guaranteed pricing for the frequent users. Uber's vast trove of data and technological expertise could also be used to develop a predictable algorithm to better match the supply and demand, reducing the need of the surge pricing. To combat Blusmart eco-friendly image, Uber should launch a major marketing campaign highlighting its commitment to the sustainability and EV adoption. You can check this video where the Uber is actually doing a very kick-ass marketing. And might be Uber can also introduce the transparency feature that shows user the environmental impact on their ride choices. Uber can also leverage its scale and resources to introduce the new services like intercity travel or maybe long-term car rental areas where the Blusmart may struggle to compete due to the range of limitations of EVs. The company could partner with the public transit systems to offer the integrated mobility solution and explore the autonomous vehicle technology as a long-term differentiator. So as we look into the future of urban mobility, the Blusmart model of combining eco-friendly transportation with a superior customer service could be the blueprint for the success in evolving the ride-hailing landscape. However, it would be premature to counter Uber out just yet. The global ride-hailing giant has the resources, technology, and a market presence to mount a significant counteroffensive. The key of Uber will be to act decisively and quickly. The company needs to recognize that the future of urban mobility is electric, reliable, and customer-centric by approaching its EV adoption, improving service quality, and rethinking its pricing strategy. Uber can potentially neutralize the Blusmart current advantages. Moreover, the Uber's global scale and diversified service offering gives it a broader base to withstand competitive pressure in any single market. If Uber can successfully transition to a greener, more reliable service in India, it could potentially use this as a blueprint for the similar transformation in other markets facing the environmental pressure. That said, the Blusmart success highlights a crucial lesson for all players in the mobility space, that sustainability and consumer experience are no longer option extra. They are fundamental to the success in 21st century with the transportation industry. As a consumer, we stand to the benefits from this competition. The push towards cleaner, more reliable, and potentially more affordable ride-hailing services is a win for both our wallets and our planets. Whether it's a Blusmart, Uber, or another yet to emerge competitors that ultimately dominates the market, the future of urban mobility looks brighter and greener than ever before. In conclusion, while Blusmart has certainly disrupted the status quo, Uber has potential to reclaim its position by embracing changes and leveraging its considerable resources. The race is far from over, and the next few years promise to be in exciting times in the world of ride-hailing startup. So keep your eyes, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like the video, please subscribe to the channel, and I will make sure to create such videos more and more. Thank you so much.